Hi, I'm Leonardo, Director of the Florence School of Regulation. I'm very happy to be here with Olena, the President of the Dixie Group, and we're about to have a conference here on how the EU membership of Ukraine can become an opportunity to improve the industrial competitiveness of Europe. So not only how EU helps Ukraine, but also how Ukraine can help Europe. Olena, can you maybe already give us a teaser of what we will discuss here today? Because we've decided to cover gas infrastructure, renewables, and nuclear. So what does Ukraine have to offer on these topics?
Yes, basically, if you think about Ukraine and energy sector of Ukraine, the main issue which arises is that everything works now in Ukraine to win the war. The gas sector works to win the war. Even renewables, yes, everything what we install in Ukraine, it's in mind what we have is just to fight and to be efficient during the war. But then when the war ends, the question is how we can restructure, transform the economy, but also energy sector in order to be fast and in order to make Ukraine member of the EU. And for us, it means that we cannot only just come back to what we had before the war. We need to transform everything. We should have different approach, new approach actually for the technologies, for the energy balance in Ukraine, types of generation, everything. And here actually we started this conversation a year ago with Andris Piebalgs, discussing, okay, imagine that Ukraine joins EU in 5 years. What we should do now and what exactly sectors, elements of the sectors we should focus on now in order to be successful in 5 years. So when Ukraine is declared a member of the EU, it will not be a huge surprise, but it will be a success. That's how we started this thinking, and today actually we will be discussing these elements. What elements of engine, right, of Ukraine's car should be and how they should be organized in order to make our ride to the EU efficient and fast. And obviously that will be the gas sector where Ukraine, I think, can help not only to itself, but also to the EU. Gas will remain the transit fuel for decades. The gas will be important for energy resilience and competitiveness of the EU countries and Ukraine. And Ukraine can help with the production, with the storages, with the resilience. Then we will be discussing the nuclear sector, and Ukraine does have quite a good knowledge, capacity, school to not only to develop what we have, existing technologies, but also the new ones, the small modular reactors, microreactors, everything what the world is working on. Actually, Ukraine can help to develop and install in the EU for the future. And the third is renewable sector, of course. We are all talking about decarbonization, meeting all climate goals. Ukraine, as a member of the EU, will need also to decarbonize itself in 2050. So we have to think how to not only install renewable generation capacity, but probably we can also create them. The technologies like solar panels, batteries, having the critical raw materials on our territory, probably it can be beneficiary also for the EU.
Okay, very clear, thank you. And what do we want to get out of the conference, and what could be next steps after the conference?
I'm sure there will be a lot of ideas, a lot of propositions, a lot of issues to think about. And I really believe that we will put everything this into one paper, and we'll present it again to the government of Ukraine and to the European Commission. I'm pretty sure that such way of thinking is important and valuable for both EU and Ukraine, because now most of the government officials are focused on very, immediate issues. How to prepare for the winter, how to deal with all these, interruptions. And if we can show them how to deal with more strategic things, I think they will value both ideas, propositions, and potentially some projects.
Okay, thanks, Olena. And as you said, I'm looking forward to collect the best ideas and to write them down together with you in a paper.
Thank you so much, Will.